Hi everyone. So what I'm going to be covering today in this video is what happens with the expected value and the variance if we combine or transform certain events. So let's say that we had e of x for an event, for a discrete or normal, any kind of random variable. The expected value of this x value being transformed is going to be same thing as a times e of x plus b. This is just an important formula to note. We can just rearrange it, pull this a on the outside, keep the e of x here together, and then add b at the end. That's just an important thing to note. However, the variance of ax plus b is going to equal a squared variance of x. So as you may have observed here, when you do the variance, this b doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether it's there or not. It is only the coefficient of x that matters. In that case, pull out the a, and it becomes a squared variance of x. So let's just do a couple quick questions just to sort of put this in practice. If e of x is equal to 5 and variance of x is equal to 3, if I want to find e of 5x plus 2, that's the same thing as 5 e of x plus 2. All I have done is I've just used this formula here. Pulled the coefficient on the outside and then put 2 at the end. There shouldn't be a bracket there. Now we know e of x is 5, so we can just plug that into here. So it's going to be 5 times 5 plus 2, which is going to be 27. Now if I said find variance of 5x plus 2, we're going to be using this formula for the variance. And that's what happens is, that's going to be the variance of, it's going to be the coefficient squared. So it's going to be 5 squared variance of x. Plus 2 doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter. So 5 squared is 25. So 25 times the variance of x. And we said the variance of x was 3. So 25 times 3, which is 75. And let's just do another example. If I now said we had m distributed binomially with 10 trials and 1/4 as a probability, and I said find part A, I said find e of 3m plus 4. Once again, we can use the same logic. That's the same thing as 3e to the m plus 4. I've just used the same formula up here. Now, to find e of m, we need to recall from previously, I'm saying m is distributed with a binomial distribution. So to find the mean of a binomial distribution, you just times the probability and the number of trials. So we know e of m, which I'm going to put on the side. E of m is going to be 10 times 1 over 4, which if you put in your calculator or work out, it's going to be 2.5. So now we know that this is going to equal 3 times e of m, which we worked out to be 2.5, plus 4, which is going to be 11.5. So just going to plug my phone in because it's about to die. That should be better. Okay. Whoa. Start this up. Yep, okay, good. Now if I said that I want to find the variance of 2m plus 7, we can use our formula. We know that the variance of a transform function is going to be just the coefficient of the variable squared times the original variance. So in this case, it's going to be the coefficient of the variable, 2 squared, times the variance of the original function. Now, we haven't worked out the variance of m yet. We don't know what that is yet. So we can recall that the variance of a binomial function, the variance of m, is equal to the number of trials times the probability times 1 minus the probability. So it's going to be 10 times 1 over 4 times 1 minus 1 over 4. And that should all be in brackets. So that's the same thing as 10 times 1 over 4 times 3 over 4, which is going to be 30 over 16, which is the same thing as 15 over 8, and that won't simplify any more than that. So now we just sub that in. Now that's equal to 2 squared, which is 4, times the variance of m. Oh no, the variance of m is 15 over 8, so we sub that in. 4 times 15 over 8, and that's going to simplify to 15 over 2, which is the same thing as 7.5. Now finally, if I said, okay, if I said S is distributed of the Poisson distribution with a parameter of 2.1, I said find expected value of 3s minus 2. Once again, we just multiply. Once again, we just use the formula. That's the same thing as 3 e to the s minus 2. Now, as you may recall, in a Poisson distribution, the parameter is already the mean. So that's going to be 3 times 2.1 minus 2, which is going to be 6.2 minus 2, which is 4.2. That's for part A. Now for part B, if I said find the variance of 2s minus 16, we once again use the formula. We pull the coefficient of s to the outside and square it, so 2 squared, variance of s, and we don't worry about the minus 16, it doesn't matter. So that's the same thing as 4 times the variance of s. Now the variance of s, as you may recall, in a Poisson distribution, the variance is just also the parameter. So we just put in 2.1. 4 times 2.1, which is equal to 8.4. Now I'm going to introduce a new formula that's also important. If we had a bunch of different sums, if we had a bunch of different functions, or a bunch of different random variables or distributions, e of ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 plus however many you want, that's the same thing as ax1, that's the same thing as a times e of x1 plus b times e of x2 plus c of e of x3 plus all of them. As you can see, all I've done is I've just pulled the a out, and then you can apply the e to each of the individual variables. You can pull out all the pronumerals on the outside. Okay, sorry, you can pull out all the coefficients out of the outside. And similarly, okay, that's one important formula you need to know. Just box it up. Variance of ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 plus all the way up is going to be the same thing as a squared, variance of x1 plus b squared, variance of x2 plus c squared, variance of x3, so on and so forth. So as you can see, it's very, very similar to the e of x1, except the coefficients are squared when they're pulled out on the outside. So I'm going to box this one up as well, and we'll go through a few questions. If I said that we had given, we had a variable x, and e of x is equal to 2, and the variance of x is equal to 3, and then we had y. Let's say we had e of y is equal to 7, and the variance of y is equal to 1. And I wanted to find part A, e of 5x minus 2y. That's the same thing as, using the formula, over here, we can move the coefficients around. So that's the same thing as saying 5 e to the x minus 2 e to the y. And we know e to the x. E to the x is 2, and e to the y is 7. So we can rearrange that. So 5 times 2 minus 2 times e to the y, which we said was 7. So that's going to be 10 minus 14, which is minus 4. Now for part B, if I said find the variance of 6x minus 2y, that is going to equal this coefficient squared, so pulled on the outside, so 6 squared variance of x plus this coefficient pulled outside, so it's going to be minus 2 all squared variance of y. So the variance of x we said was 3, so put that in, 6 squared times 3 plus minus 2 all squared is 4 times the variance of y. The variance of y was 1. So as you may observe, even if we have a negative coefficient here, for the variance it doesn't matter because when we square it, it becomes positive. So 36 times 3 plus 4. 108 plus 4, which is 112. Quickly verify that one. Yep, okay, good. Now let's do something a bit more challenging now. Now let's say for this question, I'm going to say A is distributed with a Poisson distribution of 2.3. M is distributed with a binomial distribution of 8 and 0.2. And U is distributed normally. 7 squared. Okay, and I want to find, there are two parts. So first of all, I want to find E of 3m minus 2u. That means that's the same thing as saying 3e to the m minus 2e to the u. As you may observe, I've just used the formula up here for e to the x. And as you may also notice, the negative will carry over for e to the x, but it will not for the variance. It will not be negative in the variance, but it will be in the e. Okay, now to work out e to the m, which I'll put on the side, using our knowledge of binomial distributions, it is the same thing as the number of trials times the probability. It's 8 times 0.2, which is going to be, if I put that in my calculator, 1.4 for the top, I think. Oops. 8 times 0.2 is 1.6. So we know that. And now for e to the u, we've already written that down in this normal format. Because if we remember, we write down u is distributed normally with mean and sigma squared. So that means we know that this over here, that is the mean. So we can just sub that in for e to the u. So we have 3 times e to the m, e of m, and that is 1.6, minus 2 times e of u, that's 11.7, because that correlates with u. Put that in your calculator and see what you get. You get minus 18.6. Now if I asked for the variance of A minus 3m plus 0.7u, that's the same thing as the variance of A, because the coefficient of 1 here means that that will just pull over and that 1 doesn't really change much. Plus minus 3 squared, because we're pulling out the coefficient here, variance of m, plus this coefficient pulled outside, 0.7 squared. Variance of u. Now to work out the variance of A, we can see that this is a Poisson distribution. So that basically means this over here, this parameter, is both E of A and it's also variance of A. So we know that's just 2.3. So 2.3 plus minus 3 squared is 9. So 9 times the variance of M. Now to work out the variance of M, we know that this is a binomial distribution. The variance of M is always equal to number of trials times the probability times 1 minus the probability. So 8 times 0.2 times 1 minus 0.2. Which, with our calculator, we're going to get 1.28. So we can just sub that in now for the variance. Plus 0.7 squared, whatever that is, times the variance of u. Now to work out the variance of u, we can see that we've written down u is distributed normally with this mean here and this variance. This whole thing is the variance. 1.7 would be the standard deviation, but 1.7 squared, this whole thing, that is the variance. So we put that in. Put that in your calculator and see what you get. And you get approximately 15.2. Now as a final part, I'm going to say find E of 3a minus 2u plus m. So that's the same thing as 3e to the a minus 2e to the u plus e to the m. In the formula, now we know e to the a. Because a is a Poisson distribution, e to the a is going to be 2.3. So 3 times 2.3 minus 2 times e to the u. Now we know u is distributed normally with mean 11.7 and variance this, so the mean is 11.7. So that's e of u. Plus e of m, and we worked that out already, that is 1.6. Putting that in your calculator. 3 times 2.3 minus 2 times 11.7 plus 1.6. You get minus 14.9. Exactly. And there you go. That concludes my coverage of combined events. See you all in my next video.